Hey, we progressed to recording. Good for us.
We're recording progressed. Revivs.
We're progressive recorders, which is odd for us because we're reasonably conservative.
Yeah, you know.
Actually, I border on unreasonably conservative, but that's another story.
Yeah, I'll say.
Hey, remember the monkeys that escaped? Those rascals.
And?
Most of them were caught.
Oh, good.
Because most of them, as of like yesterday as we're recording this, 30 of the 43 have been taken back into custody. Most of them stayed right near the compound.
Okay. For what?
They were apparently cooing at the monkeys remaining inside.
So taunting.
And interacted with the primates still inside the fence. You know, other than that, or answering complex questions like, so what's it like on the outside?
It's exactly the same because I'm
Weird,
staying right
man.
here.
It's like being on the other side of a wall. Wait.
I can go anywhere I want to go, except that I'm not.
So they basically lured the vast majority of them back in. There are still 13 out there. The more adventurous sort. You'll notice them because they'll probably have a bullwhip on their belt, a leather jacket, and a fedora.
Fedora, yeah, those are the guys.
Yeah. Indiana monkey.
We named the dog Indiana.
That might be one. That might be a better reveal than Luke, I am your father. I'm just saying.
I love that. That was funny.
They didn't, by the way, the Luke, I am your father.
Yeah.
The day they shot, they had told very few people.
Oh, that's right.
And the day they shot that, they're at lunch, and Harrison Ford, according to legend, Harrison Ford walks over to Mark Hamill and says, "You didn't tell me?" I didn't tell my sister, who gave me quite the kiss in the first movie. So
yeah, so there, pal.
That's the next story I have. Anyway, the one thing I found odd was they said if you do encounter the 13 remaining monkeys, please stay away from them and do not fly drones in their areas.
Why are they? Do they?
I don't. They're great pilots.
They could steal your drone.
My guess is, and this is just a guess.
Yes.
It would frighten them into being skittish monkeys.
Aren't they already skittish monkeys?
I don't know what their religion is. They're monkeys, aren't they? Isn't that by definition skittish?
Yeah, I suppose that's true.
It's kind of like cats. Oh, look, I'm on top of the worm TV. Shoot, I was supposed to be in the bedroom 45 seconds ago.
Yeah, I'm late for my nap in the other room.
You ever notice a dog looks up and has that same thought? Oh, man, I was supposed to be in the bedroom napping.
Yeah.
Hang on, I'll yawn a bit. Got to stretch because I got to walk like 30 feet over there to the bedroom. Hey, you're right in the bedroom. Plump.
Yep, there he goes.
Unless they're, my dogs, in which case I go around.
The whole house. So you and I have both had this happen. You look at a headline, and you say, wow, that headline's wordy. Yeah. And then you look at the first paragraph and you say, oh man, that needs tightening up.
I do that. Do you do that with movies?
Sometimes.
You're watching a scene and you go, that could go. That could go.
Yeah, that could go. We don't need.
And then there are some movies that everyone says, that was so long. I thought, I don't know. It seemed to flow about right for the movie.
Yeah, it had all the information it needed to have.
Yeah, in the right pacing. So anyway, sorry.
There's a new...
I find you to be awful wordy. We could edit a lot of what you say. Like that could go.
I always used to get yelled at by audience members for laughing at you too much.
Stupid things.
Yeah. It's just...
Do you know why we laugh at stupid things?
Because they're funny.
That's exactly correct, sir.
So, a new study of your anus raises chance of life, says the headline that's been tightened up. Your anus may not be dead, sterile world, scientists have long thought.
I understand now. I was watching some old Karnak bits from the old...
Yeah.
Google it. Karnak with a C. Johnny Carson. And there were moments where you were pretty sure they could not save the bit anymore because they had each other laughing. Like, he would take a thing in an envelope, hold it to his forehead, and give you the description of what was inside.
Yep.
Sis boom ba.
That's the one I was thinking of.
Yep. The sound a sheep makes when it explodes. Boom.
So,
and they laugh for days.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Much of what we know about Uranus.
We've had actually some days where we couldn't continue. Why did I just have a 35-minute show with you guys just laughing? Yeah, that's all we got today.
Because we got to picking on a dead guy.
Yeah.
What episode was that? Was that 480 something or 4?
No, 486 was 58.
It was probably 48 then. It was early. Because we actually couldn't finish.
Could not finish. We've had that happen one other time. In a snowstorm in Monticello.
Oh. And we'd been drinking just a little bit.
Not yet.
Hadn't we?
No, we went to drink after that.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Oddly enough, liquor didn't help. I don't understand.
Much of what we know about Uranus was gathered by NASA's Voyager 2 spacecraft, which visited nearly 40 years ago. But a new analysis shows Voyager's
visit uncomfortable with this whole story.
It coincided with a powerful storm, which led to misleading idea of what Uranus is really like. See, I tightened it up.
It's not your, it's your.
Huh?
It's your.
No, it's your. At least in this rendering of the story.
Of course it is. Should have been a doctor.
Yeah, you have another story, do you?
The headline read, and I had to, right? I'm a sexual perversion expert. Oh? Then it got boring because these are the weirdest fetishes I've ever studied.
Okay.
Yeah. I wonder if there's a fetish where you become a doctor who just studies weird sex things. Just wondering.
Yeah, you know.
She is a professor of behavioral addiction at Nottingham Trent University.
Nottingham Trent. I knew him well.
Technically, it's paraphilius. That's what it's called when you have
a sexual response to parachuting?
To unconventional, non-sexual stimuli. Like enemas, teeth, puke.
Congress.
That would be the same as puke and enemas.
Speaking of which, get ready for this week.
Got both sides going. So she goes through a bunch of them, right? Like there's vorophilia.
Okay.
Which is a cannibalism fantasy.
Yuck.
Yeah, you remember we had that whole thing way back in Germany?
Yes.
20 years ago or so. The doctor says there's aproctophilia. You would like this one because that's where you're somehow sexually attracted to people farting. And that's with a T, not a D. Everyone, Rush Limbaugh had been going for a week about women farting in the car.
I remember that.
And no one really understood that FARD is the art of putting makeup on.
Yep.
There's apotemnophilia. That's the amputation one.
Yuck!
Dacrophilia, where you're attracted to drinks that are made weird. No, it's a daiquiri. Dacrophiliacs are turned on by tears.
Remind me not to cry in front of them.
It must be great at Hallmark movies. I'm just saying.
That's probably their primary source of.
Sclerophiles are those who get aroused by dirt, filth, or even unkempt bedmates. One guy is very attracted to dusty, grimy places, but says it's hard to find a partner. Difficulty said to find a like-minded woman. But what struck me the most, besides the car, as she's doing these, right? Too many paraphilias may seem bizarre or socially unacceptable. I think we can all agree that's true.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. In some cases, like zoophilia and necrophilia, may be illegal.
Right.
Maybe?
Well, I guess it depends on what country you're.
Maybe? There are places animals and dead people can...
Check with your local zoological gardens and see what you...
What if you're a zoo necrophiliac?
Ooh.
And very particular, like it has to be a dead zebra. I can't.
This is disgusting.
Maybe illegal.
Yeah. Here, let me run a palate cleanser.
Oh, wow. Even Martin Luther's blushing. That's embarrassing.
Let me run a couple of palate cleansers by you. I've got some signs.
And you're speaking Kryptonian.
I'm what?
Pal Ellet.
Pal Ellet?
Yeah, that's what you said. Pal Ellet cleansers.
Well, yeah,
I was when you say Pal Ellet, it sounds like a family from Krypton who
I was trying to get the taste of that last one out of my mouth.
How'd that work for you?
Not so good so far.
Yeah.
Here it is. This is cute. I ran across a couple of signs. This one's from the Wittenberg Door community. Friendship Church. Message on the sign?
Yeah.
No clothing this Wednesday. It's going to be a popular service. Or they're getting raided.
I'm just trying to figure out what that possibly could be.
Well, they always, in the fall, you always have clothing drives, right?
Sure.
Here's one. Laughter's the best.
So,
laughter's the best medicine. Unless you have diarrhea.
Point taken.
And
there is no, at that point, it doesn't really.
No, I don't have a finally. Sorry, never mind. That was all I got.
Thank God.
So let's move on to...
anyone talk to us this week?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Let's see. Apropos of This Is True Really News, episode 908.
I am through being shocked that we've done 900 some shows.
Oh, okay. This from Patrick Reed, our man.
I didn't think we had that kind of stick-to-itiveness.
Remember the guy who threw $20 on the counter?
Normally I get bored with stuff.
The guy who threw $20 on the counter and when the till opened said, give me everything in the till and left the 20.
Yeah.
And the till had $15 in it.
Something like that. Yeah.
Patrick Reed, our man in Liverpool, says, sounds like Bidenomics.
Nope. It is Bidenomics.
That's exactly the way
well, soon to be was Bidenomics.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we'll see if this other guy can do anything. Apropos of This Is True Really News, episode 909 from OldFatMan. Technical note here. We are a stupid and insane species.
Yee.
Only because we have...
Please?
What?
I want proof here.
Only because we have the luxury of introspection.
Point taken.
Some of us do.
Yeah.
Some of us don't.
Not so much. Which, when you think about it, I haven't decided if that's yay or nay yet. I have no introspection. That's a good thing, dude. Otherwise, you'd be curled up like a ball.
And I only have an external monologue. So, whoops.
Do you need anyone else for this? No, it's a monologue. We're good.
Also, apropos, This Is True Really News, episode 909. And finally, from OldFatMan.
Yes.
And my clicking on the little thumbs up button doesn't increment the silly counter. I'm pretty sure YouTube hates me. Or us.
Actually, YouTube hates everyone. So.
Yeah. My guess is
mine didn't work yesterday.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you reboot the computer?
Why?
Because sometimes your computer and your browser can get into an odd state.
Hey, you mean like New York?
I was thinking California, but okay.
I like slush with my weird. I like
New
a
York,
weird state that makes its own gravy.
Jinx. Now you have to wait for someone to say your name, Tony.
Okay. They shouldn't allow us out.